Welcome back to Alone at Peace. Touching lives, motivating, inspiring. We are out before the sunrise. We are walking to work. And today, I want to talk about something that has a little bit of depth to it. Just a little bit of depth. So tag along for this conversation, this communicative journey. Life. You see, the realization that you have little to no control in life has crashed down upon me great in a great way lately. I believe that one of the contributing factors to this, one of many, have been the fact that I've come across a friend over the course of the last 6 months. And this has been someone I've related to quite a bit, and someone whose life choices and life path, streets and alleys he's chosen to walk in life are similar to the angles and alleys I choose, at least to the most important to this point. And finding out that that person was terminally ill as we began to develop a friendship. Also experiencing and witnessing this person have my back when I've went through life with really no one having my back for the most part. Not completely true. A few people have had my back. Hello, how are you all doing? I'm from America. Everybody, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and put on the post notifications. I don't want to forget to say that as I get deep off into the depth of the morning. So within coming across this friend and then learning that he's terminally ill, and I've come to the recognition now this person is in his mid-30s and he's made a good living for himself, has millions of dollars, large part due to intelligent investments he's made. And he's got strong character because he's lived an independent life, for the most part at least. Watching this whole thing play out, I've seen someone who persecuted in a similar fashion to the persecutions I've underwent in life. And finding out that this person is terminally ill after fighting through many things and making a life that many would deem successful, it's pulled me into the strong realization as I climb up these tedious hills in the morning, go to the light, that yes, we play a role, we make an impact, but it's a foolish position to put yourself in. How you doing, Miriam? To convince yourself or position yourself to try to gain access to control. Control is not real. The more you look for control, the more time and energy you waste. Instead, become aware of your impact. And within life, get access to what you are worth. Seeking to control is like looking for the yellow brick road. It's like looking for the pot of gold on the other end of the rainbow. You're gonna do it because someone threw it out there that it could be done. Although in reality, there is no pot of gold on the other side of the rainbow. How are you guys doing? I don't like men like that. Go to roast mode again. I'm okay. Just climbing these hills. So, through this experience, I've recognized that a lot of the unnecessary stress we create during the human condition is due to our desire to control the uncontrollable. And I urge you all to give up on that. Direct your intention. Become a clear translation of your intentions. That is the best you can do. Become a clear translation of your intentions. Broadcast your inner being and accept that everything in life is consequential. And find faith that in the process of broadcasting pure intentions, you shall receive pure consequence. Everything else is for naught. It's ego, exactly. Ego is a system set up to blind you into the belief that you are in control. Reality is I could be ambushed by a pack of hyenas right now. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but I'm not in control of it. No, pardon me for a minute. Can't really focus on the stream. My eyes are down because I notice I'm walking in a dog park and it's damn near pitch black. And I have yet to step in any poop since I've been living here. Although I'm not in control of it, I'm directing my intention to make it through today with that victory still intact. I don't want to step in no poop, y'all. So pardon me for a second as I blindly navigate the dark in hopes that my destiny is favorable. And I mean blindly. I don't know where I'm stepping, but I'm focusing. So at least if I do step in something, I can feel the sensation under my feet. Okay. I believe I made it out of that unscathed. But belief is only partially real. So I have to get into the light to make sure I made out of that maze unscathed. Let me check. It appears that I'm unscathed. Now, which way do I go? I believe this way. Thoughts on, I don't care about that. I think it's a distraction, and I think that the more time you spend thinking about that, the less progress you're going to make. You're here, you've been put inside a vessel, you've been put inside of a cellular system of communication, and you're not listening to it. I think that's the mistake that you're going to always try to find a scapegoat for, but you'll never be able to get away from the trap that you're putting yourself in. You're inside a cellular system. See, humans have translated what we live inside of as a cellular system due to the fact that humans have been able to observe that everything is just communicating with itself. See, Yeshua tells you to know thyself. And then we, in a later age, recognize that you are what you eat. Well, you know what you are. And in the fastest state of being, you begin to eat yourself. Which in fastest states of being, people also tend to find out deeper knowledges and knowings of oneself. Yet, majority of the world doesn't practice intermittent fasting. Although for the majority of us, it would be nothing but beneficial. So, stop worrying about the show, okay? That's my advice to you. Stop worrying about the show. Thank you. Stop worrying about the show, okay? It's so dark because I'm out here. I'm out here early. I'm out here early, getting going. You know what I mean? I'm out here early on the road, getting it in. Now this will be one of the last days that I'll have to be out and traveling to work this early because my new early job is not this early. And it's a beautiful time to be alive. However, I do have to keep it real and sincere with you all throughout the course of this. Like I said, I am not in control, and this is only an assumed position. This is not something that I have control over, nor am I emotionally attaching myself to that which I have no control over. What it is, Angelo. You see, you can make whatever attempts you want to make in your life, whatever efforts you want to make. However, the obstacles that life has to hand you will be placed. And you are not in control. It is just simply a test to see if you can realize that you're not in control and you can submit to that which is invisible and is greater than you. Because until you submit to that, you won't begin to truly know yourself. And that's just the reality. Until you submit to that, you won't know yourself. It's just the reality. Now, hello, how you doing, James? My life has taken a direction far away from control, and I have assumed the position of awareness, of impact, and therefore I will be more impactful or aware in my impact. For being impactful is a promise. See, people talk about responsibility, but they take it out of context. See, you are placed in a position of responsibility as soon as you enter life. However, outside of you will be many inclinations to take on responsibilities that are truly not your own or your burden. And in the process of doing this, you will detach from true responsibility and become something you never intended to become. God bless. Absolutely. I hope you're doing well as well. Unanimous, my friend. You see, at the end of the day, I can do everything right from this moment forward, and my life could be cut short. I've accepted that, and within the accepting of that, I've detached from the hostile expectations of the external world, because it is extremely hostile that the external world would have any expectation from me outside of simple contribution. And as I inhale and exhale through the blessing of God, I am already a contributor. Anything of acts of excess to that I put out into this world is simply meant to attract and align my award system and reward system, which is between me and Source. It is not between me and another person. The society trap is a maze. That's why my original name was Escaping the Maze. Everybody says I look like somebody. But you see, at the end of the day, that which I am is who I shall remain. Accept it, attach, detach, reattach, locked, loaded, reloaded. You see, I just live in acceptance. See, in this time of fasting, I've been fasting for a little bit now. I fast 17 to 21 hours a day. I've been doing this for a little while at this point. And what I've noticed is how much more straightforward everything is when you're not holding yourself back with dead weight. And it's caused me to recognize that the overeating is a symbol of all the other overdoings that many of us do in life. See, overeating isn't our only overdoing. It is our easiest tell that we have a tendency to overdo. I don't overthink. I'm detaching from overthinking. I'm detaching from anything of over-concerning. There's no concern. See, I'm only attached to my momentary intention, and I'm attached to it so it grows and it encompasses my lifetime. And through that, I have a reward. Nobody can take it away from me. Nobody can manipulate it. And nobody can manipulate me. See, even those who seek to manipulate my time in this existence will mourn when I am no longer here. And they will have regrets. So here's what I'll do. I'll take away the burden of those regrets by living a life that is explicitly dedicated to doing that which I chose to do based off of my intention, unexplained. You understand? No. But you must understand that, see, John Jones, we have aligning expressions. The reason why is because we're polarities, see? Both very high in testosterone. One feels like there's something to prove or has felt like there's something to prove. However, later in life, John Jones, even this current version possibly, is going to align with more of what my testosterone has signaled throughout an earlier phase in my life. And it's that I am proving. How am I proving? Well, I'm waking up and I'm breathing air and I'm walking. And there's the proof. You know, I'm a consistent proofing. You understand? So there's no reason to delineate or walk off of the line that I am currently on. How you doing, Yasmin? What's up, Musin? If you don't get it, if you don't comprehend, it's probably because you haven't expanded to that point, which is okay. However, if you haven't expanded to that point, you must question where you are placing your mind. And once you question where you are placing your mind, everything will reveal itself to you. I'm doing great. No, I'm not at the gas station. It's important, you know. It's very much important. Side note. It's very much important. So, take all of this in. Take all of it in. Not because someone from the exterior world has given you an inkling that there is a line of approval at the end of receiving this message, but because someone who is deeply invested into the internal world has connected the same dots that are within you. See, life offers me plenty of opportunities to be angered. Instead, I choose to create solution and not burden another with my anger. That has been a lesson in itself. I appreciate you. You as well are inspiration, my friend. So, understand that today is going to be what you make it. It's not just the steps you take, it's the thoughts you think. It's the breaths you breathe. It's the realizations you are not resistant to. And it's the accountability and presence of awareness in order to gauge the totality of the accountability for your life. Because yes, it is, from the outside looking in, because I am an outsider looking in, it is quite silly that people allow the opinions of people who I can easily scope from a distance and see all their insecurities affect and impact their lives to such a high degree. You see, I'm melanated from the hood. In the hood, you got a bunch of people doing nothing with their life that intend to do nothing with their life. But yet those people will have a godlike hold on the actions of other people within their community. And that's when you recognize that people are dumbed into low self-esteem. And here's the thing about it. It's okay to be dumb if you're able to realize that you're dumb, because intelligence is never so far. We live in a human society where, yes, there's much garbage being spoken, but truth is always living. And if you search, you will find. Is this a Christian channel? I'm not religious, brother, but I live on the breath of the Creator like all of us. If that answers your question. See, I don't choose to complicate things. For a long time, I've recognized that things that have already been decoded, a lot of times we find ourselves the extremely complicated versions of those things and become embraced in a journey through a cornfield. The maze, see, what I originally referred to as the maze of maize. The reason why I said the maze of maize is because anciently, what is known now as corn, or what has been biblically translated into corn, is maize. And the reason why I call it the maze of maize is because people are still, to this day, telling you that the Bible took place in this region, that region, this region, that region, just because people have hijacked your education system. However, it's indisputable that our religion has numerous accounts and recollections of what has been translated into corn and could have only been maize. And if you just simply trace the roots and recognize that maize has not left this continent, the American continent, until at earliest the 1600s, and definitely didn't even reach Africa to the 1800s, you will recognize that if you are in America, the West, the New World, you are in the very place where it all started. And to be identity hijacked will be your own mistake when the land speaks to you. Love from India. Which place? America. To walk home? I'm not walking home. I'm walking to work. What's up? How you doing from Egypt? How you doing from Egypt? See, we're in a time that's like Egypt. The reason why is because it's a very desertous climate in Egypt. And many people wonder why it's such a desert. Well, history repeats itself. And see, the world governments of today believes they got next level technology and weaponry. But Egypt and its desertous appearance is a result of nuclear catastrophe ages ago. It's a beautiful time to be alive. And it's time to be alive and beautiful. See, the lie screams, but the truth forever whispers to you through every cell in your body. It's up to you to determine if a loud lie is going to replace your consistent.
Hey, Nathan.
Hello, how you doing today?
See you there.
See you. Your consistent truth. I appreciate you, Bilox. Of course, I had a good weekend. I have a good weekend every weekend. How about you? Boaz, long time no see, my friend. How have you been in the climate of today's world? I don't think it's possible to drown a bagel to death. It's morning here in the USA. See, Mom was blessed, spend time with the family. I reached out to the family. I'm always spending time with the family. I'm a system of cells. And some things such as DNA and blood, which is highly communicative, you simply can't get away from. And that's a beautiful thing, because I love my family. But I'm still out here, far from where I'm from, just making a way for myself. But soon enough, when I've completed what I'm set out to complete, maybe the reward I will earn is autonomy. And I do recognize that in this world that I live in, physical autonomy for me is simply a discussion of financial liberation and freedom. Which is why every single day I wake up and I have the opportunity to go to work, one job or both. I recognize it is a beautiful time to be alive, and a time to be alive and beautiful. And never anything short of that. Now, I'm about to go into work and get locked and loaded. I'm in the West Coast of America. Marathon. Give back to those who helped me. That's amazing. That's important. Great character. You're on the right path, I believe. But what I believe only matters if it echoes what you know within you. Much love, peace, positivity. I'm about to go into work, and I will catch y'all at a later time today. Y'all be easy.